Following the immense success of Angry Birds Classic throughout its first year that we've discussed repeatedly at this point, Rovio planned a special update to the game with Halloween just around the corner. While Danger Above and the big setup were not conventional by any means, they paled in comparison to the upcoming 5th episode known as Trick or Treat. Though as we know now, Rovio decided against adding the levels to Classic, instead opting to publish an entirely new game called Angry Birds Halloween. Complicating matters, however, was Electronic Arts' acquisition of Shillingo, the publisher of the original Angry Birds app. Whether these complications with the publisher influenced Rovio's decision is unknown, though most suspect Trick or Treat was cut from Classic because it did not fit in with the rest of the episodes. That, or Rovio felt they could profit from additional sales from a second app, which is my own personal theory. Regardless, this was Rovio's first foray into self-publishing, which would go on to become the standard for future Rovio titles. Angry Birds Halloween launched onto the App Store on October 21st, 2010, featuring 45 Halloween-themed levels with identical gameplay mechanics as the original. Though unlike the original, levels contained smashable pumpkins, which yielded additional points when broken. There were also jack-o'-lanterns that awarded 3,000 points scattered among the regular ones, which were often the key to achieving 3 stars. As depicted by the cutscenes, the pigs attempt to distract the birds with a ghost in order to steal the eggs, though not all the birds are fooled by their scheme. One by one, the birds take down the pigs and retrieve their eggs as usual. The dark forest, orange sky, and ominous moon set the mood, differentiating Trick or Treat from anything seen before. Rovio CEO Mike Head said, quote, "With Angry Birds Halloween, we wanted to provide fans with a special treat. In addition to this new experience, we also keep providing continuous free updates for Angry Birds." On the surface, what Head had to say regarding the future of Angry Birds didn't mean too much, but he never specified which Angry Birds he was specifically referring to. Because on December 1st, 2010, Halloween would be relaunched as Angry Birds Seasons due to the Season's Greetings update, implying that the app had become the new home of future seasonal Angry Birds episodes. Seasons was introduced just as Commonwealth Toys began shipping out the first orders for the official Angry Birds plush toys, but as discussed previously, the initial wave consisted of just the original 9 characters. Plushies based upon the Seasons episodes would not appear until nearly half a year later on ToyWiz.com in August of 2011, where fans discovered a few pre-order listings for special seasonal sets. For the purposes of this video, the Halloween set was advertised as a set of 5 plushies consisting of a red devil, yellow wizard, pumpkin piglet, blue witch, and ghost. Just ghost, I suppose. It was an odd listing to say the least, given the awkward names attributed to the set pieces and the bizarre image accompanying it. Instead of a witch blue, a Frankenstein bomb was shown in typical Commonwealth fashion, as well as an obviously phony ghost minion pig. Plus, whatever's going on with Red's eyes. Despite what the listing claimed to offer, pre-orders arrived without the ghost pig, as it would be cut for unknown reasons. Instead, when the Trick or Treat set officially debuted on ToyWiz and Shop at Angry Birds in September of 2011, it was a set of 4, including Devil Red, Wizard Chuck, Frankenstein Bomb, and Pumpkin Hat Minion Pig. With each one being around $15.99 for the 5-inch variation, they were once again slightly more expensive than the first wave plushies, but these had additional accessories that significantly altered their appearance. They were also offered an 8-inch for those in that collecting spectrum. Each character was based upon the original release, with quite literally 0 changes outside of their accessories. Though granted, the changes made were definitely worthwhile. Above Red's sexy eyebrows were 2 black horns, and around back featured a devil tail in place of the black tail feathers to complete the look. Chuck's modification was a bit more extravagant, as he now donned a shiny star-stickered wizard hat that is actually quite large compared to the typical plush accessories. Bomb's plush was embroidered with silver stitches and had plastic screws protruding through his body. The Minion Pig simply featured a sliced pumpkin hat, which surprisingly makes him the only game-accurate character of the set, which perhaps is why he's considered to be the most valuable today. Tush tags were the typical 2nd generation style, with black text on a white tag, but the accompanying side tag deviated from what we had seen before. Instead of a side tag mimicking the Angry Birds app icon, the Trick or Treat set received tags that mimic the original Halloween app icon, with some slight changes to modernize the design. The aforementioned 8-inch plushies would not come with boxes, however, even though retailers would ship specialized box sets for the 5-inch assortments. Sadly, the special side tags would disappear as Commonwealth ushered in the 3rd generation red tags and later the 4th generation light blue tags. At this point, it would appear as if the Trick or Treat set had a relatively simplistic history with a small hiccup in the strange ToyWiz listing. No claw machine variations, no jumbo variations, no weird store exclusive thing. So you think I'd say, so there you have it. That's where you're wrong! And it starts with this image. I discovered this image in late 2019 on a website called worthpoint.com, a website that documents the history of eBay listings, which as you can imagine makes it a valuable resource. It may just appear to be an image of a Wizard Chuck plush, but look closely at the design. It's the updated cross-eyed version released around the beginning of the light blue era. It was never sold on ToyWiz, Shop Angry Birds, or even Commonwealth's own website, but perhaps it was sold in retailers somewhere. So where did this thing come from, and why had I never seen it before? Not too long after, I discovered the images of the 2013 Commonwealth Toy Fair booth via their Twitter page, which also proved the existence of this plush as well as the 5-inch display box. However, there was just one, maybe two shown at the display. With this knowledge, I took it upon myself to find one, scouring the web to find more images or the actual item itself. This proved to be quite difficult until very recently. On March 24th, 2022, much to my surprise when I returned home from school, a Canadian eBay seller had listed the updated Wizard Chuck plush for a regular Wizard Chuck market value. If only you could have seen the shock, near panic, and exhale as I made the transaction as quickly as possible. I had secured a possible prototype from a seller that had no business offering international shipping at a price no collector could pass up. So here it is. No side tags, sadly, as the seller claimed it had been gently played with briefly, but thankfully its red era tush was still in mint condition. Despite its simplicity, this no doubt is one of my favorite items in my collection, one where the stars aligned for me to acquire it. Circling back to that odd ToyWiz listing, we established that the product image showed a Ghost Pig plush among the other officially released characters. Ghost Pig never actually appeared in the Trick or Treat episode, but did on the bottom of the Shop Angry Birds website around October of 2011. The plush from the listing clearly does not resemble the Ghost Pig from Trick or Treat, but does match the sprite from the bottom of the shop page. So why does any of this matter? It's not like a sample of the plush was actually made. Holy mother of... On September 13th, 2012, to promote the launch of the Bad Piggy spin-off game, Rovio posted an image to their Instagram page with the caption, "Looks like the Piggy meetup got a surprise guest." The guest refers to the Monster Terrence plush who crashed the Piggy's party, but ironically, the plush actually crashing the party was the prototype Ghost Pig, that clearly resembled the ToyWiz listing from the year prior. The eyes, the eyebrows, the snout, and even the ears are akin to the regular Commonwealth Minion Pig plush, which potentially hides underneath the sheet as seen in the ToyWiz listing. Sadly for 5-inch collectors, this one appears to be an 8-inch, but even so, it's one heck of a discovery that I'm sure was unintended on Rovio's behalf. So there you have it, a comprehensive overview of the Commonwealth Angry Birds Trick or Treat plush set. Despite the official release consisting of just 4 characters, there are 2 additional characters to collect for those avid collectors who know what they're looking for. Or potentially a third if there is a Witch Blue out there, which for whatever reason I highly doubt. Regardless, this is a special set, considering it was the first seasonal set ever released, and paved the way for more to come. If you have any comments, questions, or complaints, you can let me know in the comment section below. With that I say, peace out. Oh my god. He's real!